Hi team, Greg here. Today we're going to do a short one. It's going to be a hip opener. So, starting out, you need your foam roll of happiness and a block of happiness. From here, I'm going to step the feet forward, step the feet wide, and we're simply going to windscreen wiper the knees. So we're going to loosen up the hips, mobilize the hips, and warm them up. And as they say, motion is lotion. So we're just moving the joint. We get an internal and an external rotation of the hip on both sides. Remember, this is a nice steady windscreen wiper. It's not the fast one when it's really raining. It's just the steady one. Now a little bit looser, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And you bring your feet in as close as is comfy for you, okay? Further you bring your knees in, the more pressure, feet in, the more pressure on your knees. So wherever feels comfy. A lot of people hold the feet here, which is fine, but I prefer to hold the ankles. Now to start with, we're just going to do a little bit of gentle bouncing. Now bouncing does not mean forcing, it just means a wiggle. A wobble, if you like, a nudge. And we're just nudging the hips the other way. Just a little lift, a little drop. Just loosen up the inside of your hip. And then we're going to stop here. The reason we hold the ankles is I can use the elbows to press on the inside of the thighs here. Now if you're real tight, you're going to be up here, okay? You're just going to gently press with your elbows. A little bit of a kind of push and pull movement here. Over time, you're encouraging those knees down. Make sure there's no pressure in the knee joint. You should feel this on the inner thigh here, on your adductors, your groins. We don't say groin too loudly, freaks people out, but it's the groins. Now, this is a short, wee little hip loosener. We'll apply a little bit of PNF. My favourite little term. It stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, or contract and relax. All that means is, what we're going to do here is we're going to push the knees up into the elbows. We're going to hold for a count of 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then relax. And then we should find we can push a little bit further, okay? We're not forcing it, we're waiting for it to relax, and then we follow the muscles as they let go. From here, we're going to put the hands under the knees and lift the knees up. Bring the legs forward again. Give them a wee shake, hands behind. Separate the legs once again. Colour windscreen wipers. Again, gently. The knees don't have to touch the floor, that's just the aim. One day, they'll get there. Maybe. And then from here, we're going to separate the legs out nice and wide. We're going to take the roller of happiness and the block of happiness. Legs out as wide as is comfy for you. Wherever that may be. Put the roller in front of you here. Put the block in front on its highest edge. I'm going to bend forward and see if we can get our forehead on the block. If the block is still too far forward, one fist on top of the block, two fists on top of the block, and most of us should be able to get here. The idea is to feel the inner thigh stretching whilst having an easy, comfy position. And then we'll breathe. Aim to keep your feet pointing straight up towards the ceiling. As things loosen, you take one fist away, the other fist away. Maybe you come down onto the next layer of the block. Maybe you can come down to the next layer. Simply a progression as things loosen. As always, breathing steady, allow the hips to let go. Maybe we get rid of the block altogether. Maybe get rid of the roll altogether. Then we're going to come back up. Although we're doing a hip release, we're going to do a little bit of a low back because that pulls on your hips. We're going to tip over to your right hand side. Rest your elbow on your knee, head on the hand, left arm comes up and over for a side bend to stretch the side of the waist between your rib cage and your hips. That will restrict how the hips can move. If that's easy, go shoulder to knee, maybe reach the hands out and take hold of the foot. Optional extra, not necessarily a destination. To come back up, left hand in front of the leg, push yourself up, and then just keep going, just keep walking over the other side. Head on the hand, elbow on the knee, right arm's up and over this time. Side bend the other way. Maybe shoulder to knee. Right hand comes in front of the leg, we push the cells back up. And we're going to go straight into a forward bend once again. We should find it a little easier this time because the back is freer. Then we come back up. Take our roll of happiness. Block of happiness, pop them out of the way, pop your hands on your knees, lift the knees, shuffle the legs together so you don't have to yank them forward. And once again, hands behind, knees out wide, and we rock a little bit side to side. And we'll come back to the center here, hop up. And we'll take a big step forward with your right leg. So you're here. And we're going to lunge forward. I'm just going to do a couple of little wriggly lunges just to loosen the hip up a little bit. And then we're going to stop here. I'll do this from the side. What I want you to do is come upright a bit more. Tuck your tailbone under, so suck the Malteser belly in. Tuck the bum under, lift the front of the hips up. Then try and bend forward a little bit. You're not going to go very far. You'll feel this in the front of your left hip here. Reach the left arm up, lean a little bit to the right and slightly backwards. Pull the rib cage in and up and breathe here. So that hip flexor stretch. Everyone's favorite? Not. Then we'll bring the hand down and we'll swap the sides. So you're going to step forward with your left leg. Right leg is behind. Couple of little wriggles. These wriggles just get the tissue to loosen up. Just moves it back and forwards a couple of times. You'd be surprised how much that helps to just mobilize it, ease it up a little. And then we stop. Once again, come up a little bit. I'll do it from the front this time. Suck the belly button in, tuck the tailbone under. Lift this right arm up, lean over a little, and then pull the rib cage up. The more you reach up and in and suck this in, and tuck your bum under, and a little lunge forward, you should feel this hip flexor here. And we breathe. Technically, this is your psoas major, iliacus. We call it iliopsoas, for the anatomists among you. Famously tight. I would say this, on the top of the shoulders, top 2 tight muscles in the world. And then we gently come down. I'm going to swap legs again. And this time we're going to do a funny thing. So I'll show you from the side in a second. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this right foot out, reach forward the left hand, and take a big lunge forward. Left hand comes way, way forward, almost out of frame here probably. So I'm going to do this from the side. I'll do it from this side here. Turn the foot out. You can do this in your palm, or I prefer to do it on my fist, so it's my wrist. What we're going to do is drop the hips forward, but we're going to turn. Okay, so you're going to turn, so the outside edge of your left leg is on the mat. Notice here my kneecap is not on the mat, so I'm on the side of the leg. It's really important you turn right sideways here, and then you hang. Just let your body hang. This arm can rest on the knee here, or if this feels too much on one hand, put both hands down here. Okay. What we get here is part of what I call the lost world. It's the side of the hip. If we get this right, we get this whole funny pull down the side of the hip, the outside of the hip, and the side of the waist. Kind of interesting. And we breathe a little, letting the body hang. And then we're going to swap sides. We come up, swapping over. Again, I'm going to do it facing you so you can see. Take a step forward with your left foot. Bring the right hand forward on the fist or the palm, whichever is comfy for you. If you're on the palm, turn the fingers out to the side, it's more comfy. Turn the left foot out. Drop the hips forward. Use the other hand for support if you need. And rotate the lower leg so the kneecap is not on the floor. It's very important it's not on the floor. Right arm comes as far forward as you need. Let the body hang here. And the left forearm may rest on the knee here. Kind of like you're just hanging out, you know. Eating chocolates, whatever you'd like to do. And with this other hand can support if you need. Not too much support, just a little bit. Feel this bottom of the body opening like the side of a banana. Then put both hands down, bring yourself back carefully. Check you feel okay. Then we're going to step both legs forward. Lie down your back. We're not resting just yet, but soon. From here, cross the left ankle over the right knee and reach through. You need to grab the front of the right knee here, on the shin, or behind the knee, whichever you prefer. I like this one. Just lock the fingers here, pop the head down. Now, if your hips are real tight, you're going to find your head's here. You're like, Take the block of happiness. That's what it's here for. Pop it under your head. Much more better. The idea is to gently pull the right knee towards you so you stretch the outside of the hip. So note, we've stretched the inner hip, which gets missed out, the adductors, the groins. We stretch the front of the hip flexors, the side of the hip, another type of hip flexor. Now we're stretching the back. So stretching all four sides of your hip. It's called a figure four stretch, by the way. And then we're going to swap. So release, swap the legs, reach through, maybe swap the lock on the fingers. It's up to you, it's just an option. And we gently pull. As long as you feel this in the outside of the hip, we are good. Over time, as you loosen, you may not need the block. But at the beginning, just use whatever you need to help. And from here, we're going to release. Move the block of happiness out of the way. Unlock the legs. Rock yourself up to sitting. Spin yourself around. Hands behind. Legs out wide. Windscreen wiper. First one or two always feel a little stiff when you come out of the stretches. But then we should find olive oil in the hips. Ooh. Loose and groovy and funky. And you're done.